What's going to be in the new Sony A9? Let's make some predictions. What is good, YouTube? It's that one camera guy back at it again with another video. In this episode, I make some predictions before April 23rd's announcement. Let's go. The thing I love about making predictions is that I can look back in this video a few weeks from now and realize how terribly wrong I was about every one of my predictions. But we all love dreaming, right? So here are my predictions for the upcoming Sony A9. Number 1, built-in battery grip. I think form factor wise, the Sony A9 will use a form factor similar to an A7 II camera with battery grip. And I do expect it to be slightly thicker. Number 2, a joystick. Sony will add a mini joystick somewhere on the camera. Everyone's doing it. Just look at Panasonic. Number 3, I do expect maybe 1 or 2 extra custom buttons on the actual body of the camera with the additional battery grip that's already attached natively. Number 4, I know a lot of you are going to hate this, but I do not think they're going to put a fully articulating screen. As much as I want one, I think Sony will just keep it similar to what they've been doing. The screen will just flip kind of up, and that's it. Number 5, improved touch functionality. The current Sony Alpha 6500 has a pretty rudimentary touch focus system or touch system to begin with. You can't use it everywhere, you can't even use it in the menu system. I really do hope Sony's update with the A9 will enable you to have pretty much a touch interface system. I don't expect it to be at Canon's level, but I do hope they make some improvements. Number 6, unfortunately, I think the menu system that's currently in the Alpha 6500 and the Sony Alpha 99 Mark II is going to be what the A9 has. I doubt that they're going to really overhaul the menu system at this point with an A9 release. So it's better than what we've had in the past, but it's still going to be difficult to navigate. Number 7, 16 frames per second with unlimited raw buffer. Why 16? I think the current Canon 1DX Mark II does 14 frames per second with autofocus and 16 frames per second, I believe, with the mirror up. So I figured, why not Sony attack it at that point and give us 16 frames per second? I think that'd be monstrous and very, very competitive. Number 8, UHS 2 support. Now, what's really funny is that Sony's actually been releasing some of their own branded SD cards and obviously their XQDs. I really think Sony should stick with the SD card format as it's backwards compatible with a lot of devices already, and there is the UHS 2 compatibility, which does have very high read and write speed capability. So that's where I'm thinking Sony should stick with. 9, I think Sony will deliver and give you the dual card slots that you've been asking for professional use. For me personally, it's never been a big deal, but I do use it on my Canon cameras because I have that option. Number 10, let's make some video predictions. I think you'll get 4K, 30 frames per second with 10-bit 422 internal, possibly, and 4K 60 FPS. I'm not quite sure on the particular bitrate that will have, but I think they definitely need to respond to the market. Number 11, 240 frames per second at full HD. I know their compact cameras, their consumer cameras are doing that, and even at 900 plus frames per second. So I think the 240 is possible. I do think it might be limited, but expanded in terms of what you can record. Number 12, rolling shutter, I think will be reduced in full frame mode on the Sony A9. And then if you revert to the crop mode on the camera to record video, it'll be non-existent. I'm really hoping that Sony can come up with a solution for this because it is a real problem when you're having to pan the camera around. Number 13, I think the video limit's going to stay at 29 minutes and 59 seconds, and I just hope the hack won't get bricked. Number 14, the camera will have improved thermal performance, so the days of overheating will eventually be over. Number 15, 4D autofocus Mark II. I think Sony's definitely going to implement a newer autofocusing system or just improve the one that they already have to make it just that much sweeter. Number 16, instant boot time. I can't tell you how frustrating it is when you turn on the camera and it takes forever to boot up. And at times I'm out shooting sports and I quickly miss the action. And number 17, as far as what I'd like to see happen, is an improved battery. I'm okay with buying a new battery if it's gonna give you substantial battery improvement on the Sony A9. What would be nice is if they can fix the current battery and keep the same backwards compatibility but increase the capacity on that. And that's it. Those are my predictions on the upcoming Sony A9. I really doubt if any of these will come to life. I am very curious to see what predictions you have for the Sony A9. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments section below. What do you want in this upcoming model? Whether it's A9, A7 Mark III, and so forth. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to see more videos from me, just click somewhere over here, and hopefully you'll find something of interest. And with that said, I'm your host, That One Camera Guy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.